International Mathematics Olympiad is one of the most toughest mathematics exam all over the world. Today I am going to show a very good problem from IMO 2019, and it is problem 3. More than 651 participants participate for this IMO, and I would like to show the analysis for problem 3. More than 500 students got 0 in this problem. So yeah, it is insanely hard. Now it is well known that problem 6 and problem 3 are bit tough than any other problems in these papers. So if I compare problem 3 and problem 6, it's not hard to show that most students face difficulties in problem 6. I would like to show some interesting data. See, all the students got full mark in problem 6, so they are classic problem solver. But I don't know what happened to them. They did not get full mark in problem 3. That's why I personally feel there is something to do mistakes in this problem. So let's move toward the question. Here is the statement of the problem. A social network has 2019 users, some pair of which are friends. Now friendship is mutual. If A, B, C are 3 users such that A, B are friends and AC are friend but BC is not, then administrator may perform the following operation. Change the friendship such that BC are friends but AB and AC are no longer friends. Initially, 1009 users have 1010 friends and 1010 users have 1009 friends. Prove that the administrator can make a sequence of operations such that all users have at most one friend. Pause the video here and give it a try. At first of all, I should like to plot some plan to solve this problem. My plan 1 is to transfer this problem into a graph theoretic problem, because such problems are easy to deal in graph theoretic languages. And plan 2 is to defining some graph theoretic terminologies, because most students are not familiar with this. And next plan is to make a vital claim, and that will be base of my solution. And plan 4 is to solve the question using my claim. I should execute my plan step by step. At first of all, I should introduce graph theoretic statement of the problem. Suppose G be a graph with 1019 vertices. 1010 of these vertices has degree 1009 and 1009 of these vertices has degree 1010. We can perform the following operation. For any 3 vertices A, B, C, if AB and AC are adjacent but BC are not adjacent, then one may remove the edge AB and AC and add BC into this graph. Now call this kind of operation as killing. We want to show that after finite number of killing, we must get a graph that consists single edges and vertices. Now I will introduce graph theoretic terminologies. At first of all, what is adjacent vertices? In any graph, 2 vertices should be called adjacent if they are connected by an edge. Now, Second definition is what is path. In graph theory, path is finite or infinite sequence of edges which connects sequence of distinct vertices. For example, this is a graph. Now if you notice, these two are connected, but these two are not connected. Now if we name them 1, 2, 3, 4, we can see that 1, 3, 2, 4 is bad. Now what is connected graph? Two vertices in a graph should be called connected if there is a path between them, and a graph should be called connected if each pair of vertices are connected. For example, this 3 cycle is a connected graph. If we name the vertices as 1, 2, 3, so it's nothing new to see that it is a connected graph. Now if we introduce this graph, here 4 cycle and 3 cycle are subgraphs. These subgraphs are connected, but the whole graph is not connected, as you can see, because there is no path between 2 and 5. I should like to define tree. What is tree in graph theory? In graph theory, tree is a graph that does not contain any cycle, and tree is obviously a connected graph. For example, you can see this. Cycle. In graph theory, cycle is a connected graph on which degree of each vertices is 2. As example, the regular hexagon is an example of cycle, and complete graph is a simple graph on which each of vertices is connected to all other vertices. For example, this is a complete graph. Now I should go towards my main claim. Suppose G be a connected graph. If we perform healing on it, then it became a disconnected graph. Then G is either cycle, a tree, or a complete graph. This is my main claim. Before directly entering to the proof, I will like to show some example for a graph with 4 vertices. Now this is a cycle with 4 vertices. If we apply a single killing, it will become a disconnected graph, and the new graph will look like this. And again, same for a tree with 4 vertices. After a single killing, it will become again a disconnected graph. Now if we choose a graph with 4 vertices which contains a cycle like this, on that case, after a single killing, it is not possible to make it disconnected. Case 1. If G does not contain any cycle, then it is a tree as desired. Now case 2. Let G contain a cycle C with maximum number of vertices. Consider any 3 consecutive vertices A, B, C of the cycle C, and let B is connected to a vertices of G and call it D. There is 2 possibilities. Either D is belong to C or D does not belong to C. If A, C are not connected, then D cannot belong to the vertices of C. Otherwise, a killing as following means we should delete AB and BC and join AC. It cannot disconnect the graph because there is a path between any 2 vertices of A, B, C, D, etc. So yeah, it is not possible. So at first we get that D cannot belong to C if AC are not connected. Again, if AC are not connected and C belong to G, and it is not possible because this killing cannot again disconnect the graph. Here we remove AB and BD and join AD. It makes a larger cycle which cannot disconnect the vertices. So yeah, it is again not possible. From here, we come to an important conclusion that for any three consecutive vertices ABC of the cycle C, either AC are connected or degree of B is equal to 2. Let Vc equal to V1, V2, V3, it's up to Vn, where Vc is the set of vertices of the cycle C. Now, if V1 and V3 are not connected, then degree of V2 equal to 2. This follows from our claim. So, V2 and V4 are not connected, hence degree of V3 is also 2. By induction, we can say that C is a cycle and degree of each of its vertices is equal to 2. Now it is easy to show that G equal to C means the graph is exactly cycle. Otherwise, if there is any other vertices that is connected to any of the vertices Vi of C, then degree of that vertices will be 3 as following, which is not possible. If V1 and V3 are connected, then Vi should connected to all other vertices, which make C a complete graph. Now it is the final case. If C is complete, then we also need to show that G equal to C. Suppose X be a vertices of G that does not belong to C, and X is connected to a vertices Vi of C and does not connected to Vj, then after a killing we should get the following thing, which cannot again disconnect the graph. So there does not exist any extra vertices of G other than the vertices of C. It means the graph is either a tree or a cycle or a complete graph. Let's move toward the main part of this solution. At first of all, we want to show our given graph is a connected graph. To show why this is true, for any two vertices X and Y, sum of their degree is strictly greater than equal to 2018, and there are 2017 vertices without X and Y. By pigeonhole principle, there is at least one common vertices between X and Y, so G is connected. The parity of each vertices remain same after any sequence of killing. For example, this is a subgraph on where X, Y, Z are degree of that vertices. After killing, the degree of Z became Z minus 2 and degree X and Y remain same. In this case, sum of degree of these vertices reduced by 2. So it is possible to get a graph H on which if we make a killing, then that became a disconnected graph. 1010 vertices of H has odd degree and 1009 vertices has even degree. So it is clearly a tree because we can conclude this thing from our claim. Now in this tree it has 2018 edges. After one killing, the number of edges will reduced by 1. By finite number of killing, it is possible to get a graph which contains single edges and vertices.